What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. Today we got a regular MOE run. This isn't plus, so it's not that. Um, yeah, we running some DPS. So I put out a little DPS loadout the other day. Me and someone got to talking in the comments about how to really maximize ice, and he actually reminded me of something that we used to do back in the day. We used to run the ice elemental, and we would run neo venom boost too. So once you go into the ice elemental, you get the 60% damage increase, and neo venom boost gives you a 40% damage increase. So essentially, when you run them together, you got 100% damage increase, which is insane. I forgot about that sauce. So at the end of my loadout video, I kind of told you guys the only move that you truly really need. The only downside about it is, it's mid-range and it's a channel ability, so you can get interrupted. But say you're running empowered channel and you don't have to really worry about that. But if you're running empowered channel and it's like you're in an instance where the game mechanics require you to move or block, when you're using that move, you're gonna basically be stuck in an animation. So essentially, this is my Arctic Gust DPS right here. Everything Arctic Gust, okay? Essentially, I'm using Arctic Gust like my Omega. In a sense, you want to be using it as much as possible, and we're running a supercharged setup. So, which now I'll also say you could probably run a crit based setup with your artifacts. I feel like a crit based setup would just be absolutely disgusting. Just simply because you just getting a whole bunch of constant numbers popping up, which the more yellow numbers you got popping up, more chances for high crit damage. So essentially, I feel like a crit build would really work. Yeah, but I don't know if you guys are noticing like how I'm DPSing. So because I tank, I understand the mechanics of the game. Like I know what's gonna happen. I know the timing that the ads are gonna spawn, the extra ads, and whenever those ads start to spawn, you'll see me literally stop using power and run away. Why? Because I don't want any aggro. Like for example, I know this has happened to somebody where Bleeze pops up, right, and out of nowhere she just one-shots you because you're mid combo. The tank might have just been dealing with the ad, so the tank has a low breather. Bleeze pops up and boom, the first person she attacks is the DPS gets one shot, and people start crying about how, oh, tank, you didn't get aggro fast enough. Guys, it's a team game. You gotta understand that. Say the tank run out of power, right? And you're just spamming your powers. Tank not gonna be able to hold aggro as well as they could, because they don't have power to necessarily gain that aggro back. So certain shit you'll start to notice that, like, whenever you see a tank low power, that's when they'll start losing aggro and shit like that. And it's all common sense stuff, but knowing how aggro works, everybody should honestly learn. Same with the healers, like me. So essentially, if the tank goes down, the next role that's gonna get all the attention is gonna be the healer. You would expect it to be the troll, But in my experience, it's always the healer, because the healer's always spamming power. So the more powers you're spamming, the more attention you're gonna get from the ad. So
do not lose yourself to rage.
And certain shit, like I said, playing tank, you start to pick up on things. Certain shit like this. That's why I feel like tank is honestly the best role in the game, because you learn the most playing tank. You're literally face first in all the action, but you could literally use all those skills to
I'm gonna get you out of here.
I knew you'd come, Papa.
how about the other roles you play? You know,
Will be well.
for example, probably my next video I'll probably show this, like on my troll. So you guys know I don't really use my alts a lot. So when I do go in, obviously I'm not gonna play the regular version. Like, when after a while all you play is Elite Plus, bro. The regular version just doesn't satisfy you. So I'm not gonna tweak and go into Elite Plus on my undergeared characters, but be damn sure I'm going into Elite. People will cry. They'll be like, "Inspect him." I'm not even about to go into it, because I'm gonna save it for the next video. But man, so many people just be trying to tell you what to do on the game. Like, this shit is hilarious. Like, they'll be like, "You're not ready for Elite," but they'll be max CR in regular Elite. So it'll be like, why are you running regular Elite? You should be in Elite Plus. Like, it's funny because as you play the game, you start to realize all the people who should be in Elite Plus are running Elite, and all the people that should be in regular Elite are running Elite Plus. So it's kind of funny. You'll have people with max CR, max artifacts come into Elite, fucking just blow up the scoreboard, and then shit on everyone else because, oh, you only have 2 arts, or your gear's too low. Like, I mean, obviously you're gonna come in here and just shit on everybody, bro. You're max CR. And then some people will try and justify it, be like, you're just ass, you're just butt. But what a lot of people don't know is, like, well, on the game personally, like, a lot of the people I run into on my alts, I also run into them on my main, like when I'm tanking and shit. So, like, when we're playing real content, the Elite Plus, a lot of people are folding. A lot of people only act up when they're around weaker players. It's kind of funny. It's actually hilarious. Like, I think I'm about to make a whole nother, like, DC Universe account just to troll. Not even a troll, but to just really show you guys how the DC community actually operates. You know, sometimes you get a group in, everybody's friendly, nice, everybody want to help each other out. Then you get into another group where people will just shit on you for no reason. Or this happens a lot. Like, I'll load into an instance and say the tank is just struggling, like just struggling. You inspect the tank, you know, he's mad squishy, right? I'm not like I don't be saying nothing. I just let it rock. Like, alright, you know, there ain't shit I can do here. I'm not on my tank. I can't help bro out. But the tank will start trying to shit on everybody else, try to blame everyone else for their incompetence. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But you know, it is what it is, man. This DCUO is a funny universe. It's a funny universe, man. Shit, I went off topic again. But guys, you basically, there's not too much to really talk about this DPS here. It's pretty straightforward. I'll probably do a loadout video on it and strictly talk about the loadout. I know I'll be veering off the topic a lot, but hey, I know you guys aren't mad. But yeah, I think I'm gonna really start giving my DPS side of things a little more attention. DPS is fun. It's definitely opening my eyes up to a lot of things. I'm gonna have to start breaking down my allies because hey, you want every bit of help when you DPS. And so the allies I see where it can come in handy. But that's it for today, guys. You know, keep a lookout for the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.
Probably ran off to hang out with his new pal, the matron. Doesn't matter. We'll find him and her and deal with them both.